Good morning. Sunday. See the thumbnail. Eat and go. I know you're confused. Well, my channel is for communication, and what is this? Eat and go. Yeah. As you know, every Sunday I talk about mental health and about emotional personality. And today I'm going to talk about the same. The title is about eat and go. What is this? Dear friends, one of my student, my online batch, and he said that, so today, we have everything. I have a big home. We have 3 BHK. Money is not the problem. We have everything. Car is there. We have all the gadgets and amenities. I have a good job. I'm well settled. But I don't have the peace of mind. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I miss something. I have hundreds of friends on Facebook and Instagram. But I don't know what is missing there. Maybe this is with you. I don't know. So this is what I wanted to tell you. And the solution for this is eat and go. What is this? Eat and go means what? Try to understand. See here, this video which I'm shooting is from my personal experience. And most of the topics which I share during Sundays, I don't need anything to shoot. I mean, no script, nothing. I just start my camera and start shooting. Same thing here also. I remember my grandmother. Now let me tell you why we have stress and all loneliness and why we are not happy. And this goes back to my grandmother. My grandmother, my mother's mother. What about your grandmother? Do you remember? My grandmother was like your grandmother. In my grandmother, there was a home. And it was not a very huge. They were not rich. They were lower middle class. They were farmers. But one thing I used to see in that family was, whoever comes and whatever time any guest comes, close or far away, any person, he would eat and go. My grandmother, my grandfather, they would say only one sentence. Khana kha ke jao. Eat and go. And I think I was 5 or 6 years old. I still remember the plate also. Huge plate with big bowls. Not tiny bowls which you see in hotels. Big bowls. So big, I remember bowls. And that bowl was full of curry and curd and buttermilk and vegetables and salads and roti and rice, and everything was fully served. Everything. And it was not like it was only for close people. No. It was for every person who would come. Now you will ask me that, okay, then what it has to do with the stress and anxiety? Yeah, listen, I'll tell you. In our Indian tradition, a person who comes to our home is considered as a god. And when you feed that god, try to understand, when you feed that god, you get more connected with that person. And this helps you to build social connections. So during those days, I remember in my grandmother's home, they never counted and made chapatis. They never counted. Today we will make 10 chapatis. No. And the kitchen was running at least like 14, 15 hours. Kitchen was on. Someone would cook there. Of course, chula was there. That fire. And I don't know. They were not rich, but money was not an issue for them. It was not like we don't have this food or it's very expensive. Today I see people when in apartments or in flats where we live, we are thinking about, if he comes, I will cook, and then the expenses, how can I manage? Then, this person, we will only offer him tea, or we will only offer him water, or very close, then sometimes food. And people are so busy nowadays that they don't have time to cook. I remember my grandmother, she would sit next to that person and she would see that this person is eating properly. I hope you remember your grandmother also. Same thing with you also, I think. I come from a village background. And she would sit and she would order her daughter-in-laws, bring this, bring chapati, bring vegetable, bring buttermilk. And that person would eat peacefully and go with full stomach and happy. And this was the bond they had. But they never thought about this. Right now I'm telling you that they never had this thought, okay, I want to build social connections, so I have to feed them. Nothing. They were just doing it. Just, they believed in that. And today some people, okay, after watching this video, they will think, okay, this is the strategy, so I will start feeding people. No, this will not help. It was so natural for them that, it was so natural. I mean, they never felt that they're doing something unusual. It was very natural for them. It was like ingrained in them. And today, because of this, people don't come to homes, they don't eat, privacy is there, and parties are there, but that is different thing. I'm not talking about parties and hoteling. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about home food, sitting and sharing my grandmother. And I realized in that home, people would come, talk, discuss, sit together. And it was like, social bonding was there. And when people would eat in that home, they would feel like, wow, this is my home. These people care for me. And they were always there to support my family. I mean, my grandmother's family. Always there. They were always there to support. Whatever, I remember, they had a buffalo and all, those buffaloes. So whenever there was any problem with the buffalo or the bull or all these people would come to help. If my grandfather was not there, grandmother was alone, someone would come and help. I mean, there was no problem with people. If someone is ill in the hospital, someone would come with the tiffin. So there was no anxiety and stress, and money was not in the equation. Even I'm getting emotional. I mean, I remember that. Today, look at this, what's happening. Even giving one cup of tea today, people, they're busy. In fact, I know one home. In that home, they have separate cups for visitors. They say infection is there. Oh my God, what is this? This is what is disturbing the social fabric. And now people don't go to each other's home. They are in their homes. They go for hoteling. Maybe parties are there, but that social bonding and that connection is not there. No one comes to help. And this is the reason why my student was telling this. What is the solution? I'm not saying that call people and feed them, but I think that because of this ritual tradition in my grandmother's home, even today also, my uncle means my grandmother's son, they also have the same tradition today. And I have seen that. People feel like, to call people and it will waste my time, and I have time management and I have English communication to do and all these things. I don't want to say anything about this, but this is not good. So what do you think about it? I want your comments. Do you feel like, or do you know anyone like my grandmother who had this habit, who has this habit? Please write in the comments. Those people who would say, there was a line in Marathi actually, I will translate this in Hindi and then English. Aaye ho to khana kha ke jao. You have come, eat and go. And no matter what was the time, it was morning or afternoon, evening or night, they would say, you have come, eat and go. And kitchen was always available. Kitchen was always full with vegetables and food. That is what I wanted to tell you, dear friends. If you like the video, please share it. Share with those who are going through this problem. Our social fabric is completely destroyed. One of my students who was living in US, she was telling me that, sir, in US, she was a doctor actually, and in US we don't have these kind of things, which we had back in India. Like my grandmother, and there people don't talk, don't mingle, they lock their homes and watch Netflix or football, or they're busy in their work. But we did not I have this, and today when I come here, I feel like suffocating. I feel like I'm missing something. What do you feel about this? Write in the comments. Come on. Take care. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.